The Travelers Company Travelers Notebooks. I found them out back in 2018, and here we are in 2025. I've downsized quite a bit, but I've always seemed to try to make it work. Let me explain. Hi, friends, it's Mari from Mari Haraya Archives, and today is going to be a subject that I kind of struggle with because it's been a love. I wouldn't say hate. Hate is a very strong word, but more like a love, like trying to make it work kind of relationship. Um, but this is what I'm talking about. So, this is my Travelers Company Travelers Notebook collection, and I wanted to show you what I currently have in my collection and then kind of talk about my struggles with it. And yeah, it's a whole lot of thoughts. So, anyways, first things first, I want to uh, show you what I currently have. And actually, I've had a lot more back in the day. I, gosh, I'll probably insert a photo of my old collection of traveler's notebooks before I actually downsized quite a bit. It was getting way too overwhelming. And if I had to do it over again, I probably would have just kind of taken my time acquiring these notebooks versus just buying and buying and buying. I think I got way, way too excited in the beginning. And so I ended up with a very huge collection. I mean, I'm talking about like limited editions, collaborations, all of it. And in the end, which kind of makes me a little bit sad, is that I don't use it as often as I thought I would. Sadly, because I love these notebooks and I don't know what it is that keeps me coming back to it, even though I haven't really used it as much as, like, say, my Hobonichi or say my MD notebooks. I don't know. I just love the look of it or the accessories that comes with it, the fact that it's leather, the simplicity of it. Um, I don't know, but you know what? We'll dive into that. So first off, before we get into all those deeper thoughts, let us go over what I do have. Okay, so what we'll do is I guess we'll start with the passport size. So if you're not familiar with the Travelers Company is a brand out of Japan. They were the original OG creators of the Travelers Notebook. Um, and I don't remember exactly when they first started. I want to say like 2004-ish. I could be wrong. I should have looked this up, but then I am not scripted, so I'm going off of what my current thoughts are. So um, I will look it up after this and put it in the description box. But they are the original creators of the Traveler's Notebook system, and there's like a bunch of different companies that do different styles of Traveler's Notebook, which is great because the Traveler's Notebook only comes in two sizes. They have a standard size, which is about um, this size. It's a I guess you would say, sorry, like my hands are. So, disclaimer, I have hyperhidrosis, so my hands are kind of sweaty. And so you might see me when I touch my notebooks. There might be some spots. I have a handy dandy handkerchief here that I keep beside me if I need to wipe my hands. Oh man, the struggles. Okay, and so they have two sizes. They have a standard size, which is this size. It's about an A5 slim. So if you get an A5 notebook, which let me go ahead and do that. I have this A5 notebook right here. And if you compare this to an A5 notebook, as you can see, it's just, well, I don't think this is an A5, a true A5. Hold on. Let me grab an A5 notebook. Okay, here is my A5 MD notebook. And let's see. Okay, that's a little bit better. Yeah, I feel like that other notebook was a little bit smaller. But as you can see, it's about the size of an A5. It's just slimmer. So you would say that the standard size traveler's notebook is an A5 Slim. Now, the second size that they do come in is a passport size, which is a little bit smaller than an A6. And let me go ahead and grab an A6. You would think I would have my A6 notebooks around here, but let me grab one really quick. Again, here is an A6 MD notebook, and compare this. It is slightly shorter and slimmer than an A6. So I would say maybe, I don't know if this is a right size, an A6 Slim, but then again, an A6 Slim would be this size. This is an A6 Slim. So it's an A6 Slim as far as how wide it is, but as far as the tallness of it, it's quite maybe like an inch smaller. So this is just a little bit shorter than an A6 Slim size. Okay. So yeah. So these are the two sizes. And so there's lots of companies now that makes traveler style notebook systems that come in an array of different sizes. But as far as Traveler's company, they only come in two sizes, the standard size and the passport size. Okay, and so I do have 5 standards, and then I do have 2 passport sizes, and then I also have their anniversary size mini miniature notebooks that are super cute, and we'll go over that next. Or actually, yeah, let's talk about this first. So they came out within their 10th anniversary. They came out with these trio set. It came in brown, camel, and black. And I want to say this is, sometimes it's hard to distinguish between the brown and the camel, but I want to say it is the brown versus the camel, because I have all 3 colors. So anyways, it comes in the brown, the camel, and the black. And these are the tiniest, cutest little things. And then in the back it says, you can see it, 10th Traveler's Notebook. It's engraved in it on all of them. Super cute. And then these have all the features of a real size or a regular size Traveler's Notebook. It even has the little teeny tiny charm, and then it has the same functions and features as a bigger size Traveler's Notebook. It has the elastic, and it even comes with its own little miniature inserts, which are so cute. Traveler's Company, look at that. It's so cute. And then it even comes with its own little teeny tiny stickers for you to decorate the teeny tiny inserts, which is like the cutest thing. And so I just have this. I don't use it for anything, just as a decoration to hang off of my traveler's notebooks, but they are cute. And I think I have one here. Oh, here. Okay, so I guess I had a double camel, because I was like, they look the same, but I know sometimes. So I guess I have 2 camels and 1 black. Okay, so there we go. So let me put this together. So there's the trio with the actual brown. I can't take it off because it's on the, but see, look, the little cute little sticker I put on there. It's the cutest. But yeah, so these actually came in these 10th anniversary tins. Actually, let me grab those. It came in 3 different colors, and I like these tins because I use them to store some of my stationery. But each little teeny tiny traveler's notebook came in these little. So it says 10th anniversary traveler's notebook, limited mini size. Since 2006, I was close. It's 2006. I said 2004 in the beginning. Okay. I don't know why that made me happy. I was so close. But it has this one. This was the black one. And then the blue one. Oh, can you see it? The blue. And this was the camel set. And then the orange. And this was obviously the brown one. And I forgot what I actually have in there. So I guess we can open it to see what we have in there. So I like these. This is the size of a traveler's notebook. So if you have, I can't put my traveler's notebook insert collection in here because I have way too many, but they fit them perfectly. Okay, and so I have this as my repair kit for my traveler's notebooks. So it has like the extra elastics. I have a bunch of these, just the repair kits in here, and just a lot of the extra elastics and jump bands. So this is if I need to repair any of my traveler's notebooks, it's all in here. So I know that is where it's at. Okay, and then this one has something in it. Oh, it has my extra inks. Now these are the inks that I used to stamp with. I don't anymore because I have different kinds. I mean, this is the inks that I bought when I first started out doing this. And these are actually really good inks. I don't like the shape of these. I don't know why, because they're so hard to store because of the teardrops. And I think that's the reason why I just stopped using it. And I know that you could stack them, but as far as like storing and putting it on my desk, I'd rather do like these types or square ones. And I think they do come in squares, I believe. I don't know. I haven't bought this brand since probably 2018. So this is where it lives for now. I'll probably give it to my son so he can use it in his. And then this one, oh, more stamps. So these are great little storage things. I like it, and they're really pretty. I love tin cases. So they're very useful, especially in that size. Okay, so we got that out of the hand. So yep, these are the cute little mini special editions. And it only came in 3 colors, because this is the original 3 colors, was the brown, camel, and black. Okay, next up, we'll do the passport because I have less of that. Put this over here. This out more. Okay. We're centered. Okay, let's go with this one. This was the latest. This is actually the last traveler's notebook that I purchased, and I want to say I purchased this back in 2023. I want to say 2023, either 2022 or 2023. So it's been quite a while since compared to my track record of buying traveler's notebooks back then to now, it's been a couple of years since I've purchased a traveler's notebook, and that is a feat in itself. But then that just also tells me that this is something that is not something I reach for. Anyways, more on that later. So this is a passport size olive traveler's notebook. I purchased this from Baumkuchen, and I got it customized as well for their, it's called Yours Truly, where they customize it with a lot of like the Superior Labor items. They also have their own patches that you can, and then their own little like embossing stamps too. I'm just a fan of the Travelers, or not the Travelers, the Superior Labor. So whenever I get things customized, I always end up customizing it with the Superior Labor items. And so just to kind of give you a look, this is the olive size. And what I ended up having them do is I had them put this beautiful, the Superior Labor patch. I love this patch. Ever since I've seen it when they first came out, I knew like I wanted it, but then I didn't want to get a regular size standard traveler's notebook because I have so many, and I didn't have very many passport sizes because I sold them all or I gave them away. Because like all my kids have their own passport size notebooks, and also a standard size, and then my husband as well has two of his own standard size traveler's notebooks. So besides my collection, my family actually has their own collection that I've given to them, but theirs is obviously a lot smaller and more thoughtful because I gave it to them, and it's not like a collection like mine. But so yeah, so I had them customize this with this beautiful patch. I love the color of it. I love the yellow and the black. And then I had them add these rivets on there. And then on the inside, I had them do a pocket like this. Now, if I was to do it over again, I don't think I would choose this type of pocket. Maybe like one of their half size pockets, or maybe like one of their smaller pockets going this way. Because honestly, because I have the rivets here, I can't really put anything in here, which is a bummer, because if I put a card in here, let me show you. Do I have a card that I can use? I don't think I have a card on me close by. Actually, probably in one of these. Let me show you what I mean. Let me see if I can find something in here that I can, okay, here. So I have this is about the size of a credit card. And so if I took this and put it in here, like so, because of the rivets that I put here, it can only go to right there. And so as you can see, it kind of sticks out right over the spine. And so when it doesn't fit, it doesn't work, which sucks because like I wanted to use this kind of as my go-to, like my monthly planner, which I did use, but these are not usable unless I put maybe like, I don't even know if this will fit, like the Kita stamps. No, it's too long for it. So if you are in the market of getting this customized, I do not recommend putting this type of pocket in the back because you won't be able to fit a credit card in there because of the spine, and you see what I'm saying? You can't close it. And so, which is a bummer because these things are not cheap. So so yeah, so now it's just kind of, I guess, just adds stability to this traveler's notebook, which I like, because if you're familiar with the traveler's notebook, they're kind of flimsy. Uh, here I go again with my little. Okay, so before they've had some kind of change in their leather, um, because the older ones, they're a lot stiffer and thicker with their leather, and I think this is another reason why I'm not so keen on using these, or I want to say fallen out of love of it. It's just like um, the leather is a lot thinner now compared to how it was back then. And I would like to show you an example. That's not a good example. Okay, this is a good example. Now you take this was, I believe, a 2015. And their leather was quite thick and more stiff compared to the current ones. They're not as thick and they're very, very flimsy. This is a camel size, and I actually ended up putting some leather pieces to stabilize it because it was just way too flimsy for my liking. And so, yeah, there has been some changes that I did notice. But anyways, uh, back to this one. Yeah, I would highly recommend you not get a pocket like this in the backside. Maybe a vertical or maybe like a half pocket would be okay, but doing this, I would not recommend it. It would really be a waste of money, which is unfortunate. Okay, and so this is and I just have it with a blue elastic and then two of the Travelers Company charms, which I am a fan of. This is the pewter charms. They have brass and I think pewter ones, and it's just a ukulele and a Traveler's notebook tag, which is really cute. So that's one passport. Another passport. Now this is a Starbucks Reserve Roastery in Tokyo. I had to purchase this from Japan. I love this one. I love Starbucks. I'm not even a coffee drinker. I only like their teas and refreshers, just because I am not a coffee drinker, but I do like their tea and refreshers. So I bought this from Japan, and it is the camel color, and it's embossed. And I did do these customizations myself, just because as much as I love how these look, it can get very, very pricey really, really fast. And so I actually just used rivets that I purchased, leather that I had, and I just sewed it myself. So I guess I can go through. So this is how the passport size camel color for the Starbucks, and it comes, I have this little Starbucks brass charm, which I love. And then I also have the Starbucks brass clip, which is one of my favorite brass items. And so as you can see, I have rivets on here that I did myself. And these rivets are screw type ones. So all you have to do is punch a hole in it and then screw in these. Stay tuned because I will have a tutorial on how to customize your traveler's notebook really soon. But yeah, and so what I ended up doing is taking these small leather pieces of leather. I just sewed it with a normal sewing machine. Well, it's a Viking, so it's a really good sewing machine. And then I just added the rivets myself. And so, again, this, let's see, this one, I think it's the same issue that we're having. Where did I put that card? And I think I made this, let's see. This one actually, no. See, I did this without realizing that these does not work here because of the rivets. Now, if I didn't have the rivets, I put it down more. I mean, I guess that does work because but I don't like the feel of it. No. So yeah, I don't like having these pockets there. And I did this before realizing it, but so I don't even actually use it for that. I did the stamping myself, and you could get the stamping stuff like on Amazon. It's really, really easy. It's just a matter of wetting the leather and then putting your stamp and then like hammering it, and then it's super easy. Again, look out for the video of me showing you how to customize your TN. But they're fairly easy to do because it is just leather. So I use this as a beauty book. I swatch my different nail polishes in here, which I don't know if anybody else does that, but I don't know. I like it because it's a great organizational tool for me. And I just have a cotton Travelers Company insert in here which are very, very handy. I highly recommend, like if you are into the Traveler's Company or Traveler's Notebook system, having these little cotton inserts are really nice. It has a zipper portion and then a flap, so for extra stuff, so it's great. But again, like I said, this is one that I customized myself, and I do love this one. Oops, backwards. Okay, now to my Traveler's Company, the standard size. Let us go from plain to customized. That'll be easier. Okay, so first things first, I do have a Pan Am Blue Edition. This was the very first Blue Edition that Traveler's Company came out. It was a limited edition one before they came out with the blue line that they now have. That's part of their collection now. But this, when it came out, was a limited edition, and it's different color than the actual. This has more of a bluer tone than the current blue line, which I do like the blue line that they have now, but I prefer the older blue. I feel like they're more blue in color. But this is the Pan Am edition, and I just have a Kyoto brass charm on it, and I actually put just a Pan Am sticker on there to let me know that this is the Pan Am edition, because I had the other blue edition, but I ended up selling that. So I do have the Pan Am inserts in this, which are really, really pretty. I love, the one thing I do love is the Midori paper, which is what they use for their inserts. And it's one of my favorite types of paper. I love MD paper, and then I like Tomoe River paper, but this is my number one kind of paper that I love. And I think that's maybe the reason why I've stuck with Traveler's Company. But I do love their paper, the MD paper. So this is the blue edition, the Pan Am edition. Now this one is the brown, what? It's the Narita airport. You can only get this at the airport. That's the only place they sell it. So I actually got this in Japan. This has a they have another special edition where it's the train station, and this one actually belongs to it. But I sold the train station one, but I ended up keeping the this, and I must have sold the other one. So yeah, oh well. But yeah, so this is, you can only get this at the airport. Their Traveler's Company location over there, and it just has the charm from there, and then it comes with its own insert, but I must have sold it or I have it somewhere. So this is one, and it's the brown color, which I really love. If you ask me what my favorite color, I would say probably the brown. I do like the camel, but I do love the brown and the black. I don't know, don't make me choose. Okay, next one is the camel color. Now this is a camel color. As you can tell, it's a lot lighter. If you look at the camel colors now, they almost kind of look like brown, which again, when they changed things, I don't know what happened, but it's just like the colors are different. It's weird because like the olive now looks like a brown. The camels kind of look like the brown. So I don't know what is going on with their batches of dye, but it's definitely not how it used to be back in the day. Now I came into the scene back in 2017, and so there was a shift. I think I noticed, I want to say 2019, 2020. But this one I think was made prior to 2017. And so the camel color is a lot brighter and a lot lighter. And I love this one. I almost sold it. Luckily, no one purchased it because I'm glad I didn't get rid of it. But this was made prior to 2017, and so the color is a lot brighter. It looks like a camel color, as you can see. This was purchased in 2018. This was probably like 2015, I want to say. And you can tell a huge difference in the color of the camel. And so it's quite hard to find a pre 2017 camel. If you can find one, you can tell just because they're a lot brighter, like I said. But so this is still stamped Traveler's Notebook. Now, if I don't know if you know, I'm pretty sure you do. If you clicked on this video, you probably know a little bit about Traveler's Company. But I forgot what year, it used to be branded as Midori Traveler's Notebook, and then they rebranded it, and now it just says Traveler's Company versus Midori. So I actually have some, what do you call it? Original Midori ones. And I think I cut it. Yep, here it is. I actually hacked it. This is a black one that I actually hacked and made it into like it was a standard size, and I just cut it to make it smaller because this was my sticker book. But here it is right here. This is how they used to be stamped. It used to just say Midori before they rebranded. And now it's Traveler's Notebook. So if you have one of these, this is the OG. This is what they used to be, the original. And if you, again, the leather on these are so much thicker. And yeah, those are my feelings about that. But nonetheless, I still love it. This is the much older camel, and I just added stickers to it. I love adding stickers to my Traveler's Notebook. I think it, especially the Traveler's Company ones, the special edition ones, I love using it to decorate the covers. And I just added some brass clips to kind of give it some kind of pizzazz. Not only that, it's functional because when I put my elastic, it kind of protects the notebook. Especially these can get pretty thick, and so this kind of protects the leather. And then there's a Traveler's Company pen loop that you can purchase as well, that they carry. And then I just have a couple of inserts in here. Let me make sure there's, oh, I should have closed this up because this is my social media planner. This is what I use to keep all my ideas, all just important information for social media stuff as far as like businesses and stuff like that. And so this is what I house it in. I have 2 inserts in there. I love the inserts. Again, this is probably the reason why I haven't left Traveler's Company. I don't know what it is, but, and then I also have a, they carry these craft folders, and I just decorated it with lots of stickers on here. And then I save all the pamphlets I get from them, and so I like to use it, and I just paste it on the folder to make it look really nice, which I love the look of it. So don't throw away your pamphlets from them. You can reuse it. You can paste it on the folders. And so that's what I did with this one. Love this one. And then I stamped it as well, which you can do. You can stamp these. And then I have a brass safety pin attached, and then one of the small mini Traveler's Company 10th anniversary notebook on there. And yeah, I love this one. Okay, next up, I'll do this last, is my olive one. Again, we're going to talk about, this is the very first olive edition that they came out with before it became part of their current lineup. And so I feel like the first edition olives are much nicer. They're greener. They are thick. The leather is thicker. they look like an olive. They look green. Compared to, unfortunately, so this would be a new olive. This I bought, like I said, in 2022. And you can see the difference between the two. This looks more brown to me compared to this one. This looks like an olive green. This looks more like a brown. I mean, compared to a brown, yes, it kind of looks more olive. But there are some of them where you can't even tell, like they look like the brown. But then again, this is an older brown as well. So, and I think I have, actually my husband has the other brown. But as you can see, you can tell the difference between the older first edition olives compared to the new edition olive. I mean, they're both pretty, but I do prefer the older ones. I feel like it's a deeper olive. So yeah, so this is the first edition olive. I actually had a sticker on here. I took it off. When I took it off, it kind of damaged the backside of this, which is okay because I ended up taking this, the Superior Labor. This is actually a phone case. And let me get the backing. So I found this little phone case, I think on eBay in Japan. But as you can see, this is the back of it and this is the front of it. And it's made for a phone. And what did I end up doing is I actually used this as a pen holder at one point. But I really wanted to customize this, so I ended up just taking it apart because I love the graphics on here. And I ended up just sewing it on here to make it a pocket, which I absolutely love. And so as you can see, it just says the Superior Labor. And this is actually a brass charm that I got, or what do you call these? It's not, I guess it's a charm, but it was part of a anniversary bag from Baumkuchen and the Superior Labor. They did a special anniversary version. And so this came with the bag. So I just took it off the bag and then placed it on here because I liked it. And I just sewed it on and then sewed this on. I got it, or I did it myself. I stamped, not stamped, but embossed the leather. And I have a money clip on this. And then that's pretty much it as far as customization. And then the back, as you can see where I sewed it. Unfortunately, I sewed it crooked, which I'm a little bummed by it, but it's okay. It's all good. And I have a leather insert in here from Baumkuchen, which I love. And it's also a collaboration with the Superior Labor. And what I have in here, so this actually I got from the Truly Yours, their very first event where the Superior Labor went to go to California to Baumkuchen, and they were there customizing everybody's traveler's notebook, which was the coolest thing. And so at the time we were living in Utah, and so me and my husband flew out there. I guess more on that later because that traveler's notebook is this right here. But this is the insert that we got from there. And I love it. I wish they would make more of these, but I love the look of it. And so I just basically have been using it as a happenings, I want to say junk journal, but just like when big things happen, I use it as that. And so I still have a few pages in here that I can insert something. So that's the reason why I haven't archived it, because I still have a lot more pages. So it's not finished. Hopefully I'll be able to finish it. And then this was kind of like a Dear Diary at first, and then I wanted to like do the movie that we've watched. But yeah. So that is what that is for. And it just sits on my shelf waiting for it to be journaled in. And then I have this beautiful brass crane by the Superior Labor charm on it. So that's that. And so my last but not least, I would want to say this was my very first traveler's notebook that I purchased. This is the Ace Hotel version. This I want to say is my very first traveler's notebook. And so this is the one that I actually brought with me to California when they had the first ever Truly Yours Baumkuchen customization, and the Superior Labor was there. And so I got them customized by them. I had them emboss that. So this is a truly special traveler's notebook that holds lots of memories. Um, we did a whole day trip, me and my husband. We flew down, got there in the morning. We ate a whole bunch of Filipino food because there wasn't lots of Filipino food in Utah. And so we ended up going to a restaurant, and we ended up purchasing a lot of food, and we ended up having a lot to go, which was fine. We wanted to do that. And our carry-on was nothing but filled with food. And it was so funny because when we went through TSA, they were looking at us like crazy, like, really? I'm like, you guys don't understand. But anyways, this is the insert that I documented that in. So we spent the whole day in California, and then we only stayed there. We got there like around 9 a.m. and then we got home around midnight because our flight was delayed. But yeah, it was just a whole day thing. And so here are some pictures. I was going to insert them in, but actually I'll just do it here. Less work for me when I edit. But this is where we got the all the customization done, which was really, really cool. There you go. And it was Kauai's son and Yanai's son. They're the ones that did all the customization on this traveler's notebook, which was so cool to see and witness. That's me in my boots. But yeah, it was like the coolest experience, and I got to do it with my husband, so that was amazing. There you go. The kind of, it was the coolest. And then he even autographed my pouch, which there it is. And I actually have it here. It's displayed on my shelf like a prized possession, because it was not just that, but it was just a really cool experience to do with my husband. And the fact that we flew and just spent a day there and just had a great time, just me and him. It's definitely. And so what I ended up having them do is they added the rivets on here. They added that, and then they stamped here, and then they added the journey is a destination, which is a Baumkuchen patch. I had them add this pocket, and this is what I was talking about, the pockets for here. I think that's best to do versus like the credit card pockets. But I just had them emboss it with their stamps. I did that myself, and then that was part of it. And then I just ended up stamping them, with stamps that were my favorite, that meant something to me, as well as here in the front, which were all stories in the end, which is a tattoo of mine. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's right there. It says we're all stories in the end. I did that. It was a tribute to my mom back in 2020 when she unexpectedly passed away. And so I was drawn to that quote, and so I had it done. But yeah, this traveler's notebook holds a lot of good memories. So that's it. That is my Travelers Company notebook collection. Like I said, I had so many. I downsized it, and I kept the ones that meant more to me. I had like the Prada version. I mean, I had a lot of the special editions. Um, so, and then I cut down some of them. I hacked some of them to fit like my Hobonichi Weeks, which is what I'm currently using. I hacked it to make an ink swatch. I have um, a video showcasing all these travelers notebooks, things that I have. I'll put it in the cards that I'll put at the end of this video, so you can go ahead and watch that. And then before I let you go, I wanted to show you some of the inserts that I've made that I do have. This is a insert that I made. It's basically all of my, you know how when you buy stuff from stationery shops and they always have pretty stickers and packaging, and I didn't want that to go to waste, right? And so I ended up creating this little booklet, and I still have a lot of space to continue adding more to it, so it's not done. But basically what I have here is just like all the stickers, packaging stickers that they have on their packaging, and I wanted to kind of have a spot to put all of that stuff. And then like they always give business cards, and so I'll put that in this little pocket that a friend actually made. And so I love this little pocket, so I added it there. And then like I try to have like each spread dedicated to a stationery shop. Like this right here are like stationery shops that I've only shopped at once or twice, but these are like the Nico Neko Zakaya. Like it's one of my favorite stationery shops, and so they have a whole spread. So anytime I get something from them, it'll go here until I run out of room, and then I can create another spread. This is Baumkuchen, so all their stuff goes in here. Yoseka, they always have these pretty stickers that they put in their packaging, and so I kind of collect them. And they do have like different special edition ones, like the Christmas one. They have different colored ones, and so yes, I collect them. I'm already running out of room, so I will have to create another spread in this book, which I do have more space in the back. And then they have like the thank you notes, and I didn't want to throw them away, so I used to have it in a box, but now I actually have it here displayed, which I love. So now anytime I get a package with a nice little note, I'll put it here. And so once I run out of room, I'll start another insert. See, I already started this in the back, but that's taking up a lot of the space. So I still have a few more pages that I can put in here. So that's what it is. I just reused an insert. This was used, I forgot what it was, but I ended up just covering the pages that I did use in like paper, so you can't see it, as you can see. It was an older insert, but I wanted to reuse it because I loved the stickers on it. This was actually a 2023 insert that I used, and I didn't use all the pages, and so I did not want to archive it and waste it because, like I said, I love the pictures on this. So this stays on my shelf, so whenever I have stationery stuff come in, I can archive it and catalog it in this beautiful book. This one right here I made for a Christmas one, because at one point me and my friend would exchange. We would do a advent calendar, and we would exchange stationery. So we've done it, I want to say 2 or 3 years straight, and then we kind of stopped just because, you know, our lives got kind of busy. So I'm hoping that we could start again. But this is like kind of the insert of everything that she had given to me. And so I love that I did this. I will continue to do it once we start doing it again. So this is not going to get archived because I do have plenty of pages still left in here. And so I just loved doing that, and I can't wait to start up again. So yeah, I love that. And then I also have, we put this to the side, a huge collection of inserts that, oh, then I also have these little dust covers that came with the traveler's notebooks. Now, a lot of these dust covers were special edition, and I had these, like the hotel one, but I ended up selling the hotel one, but I wanted to keep the dust bags. So That's why there's a lot of special edition ones here, but none of the special edition Traveler's Notebook, which is all good. But I like collecting these because I like the graphics on it, and it's really pretty. And then like some of these are like their special edition ones, their 9th anniversary one. And then here's another one, little bag. So, and I think, like I was saying, is like, I love the Traveler's Company, Traveler's Notebook. Okay, so here is how I store all of my inserts. It's in this, I forgot, but this is made in Japan or made in Italy, but it's a Japanese brand. But it's this beautiful like toolbox. I don't even know how I got this, but I did buy it from Japan. But this is how I store all of my inserts. And the thing I wanted to say about the Traveler's Notebook is as we're going through all these different, I'm just going to go through these as I'm talking so you could see the collection of inserts I have. But the thing about with Traveler's Notebooks that as you can see, it's not something that I use on a daily basis. It's more of a, you know, Christmas time, I could use the inserts, and but it's never something that I would use daily, which is sad because I really love these inserts. I love the look of it, and I think that's the reason why I always can never give it up. But at the same time, I had to downsize my collection significantly because I didn't use it as much. And so that's one thing. It's like I've invested so much money in all these inserts, right? And so I think at one point it's like, okay, I have all these things. Do I want to give it up altogether? And I have to say that I do love their inserts. It's one of my favorite, like I said, paper. But I think it's because they're small. They're not like booklets, like hardcover books. But then again, I do love it when it is filled like this. It looks so beautiful. And I guess I just have to fill these inserts up. And I guess because I'm not using it on a daily basis, that it's hard for me to fill it up. And it's taking quite a while to fill it up. And so I think that's where I'm having a hard time. Like I can't give it up. Like they're so nice. I definitely will use it, but it's definitely at a slower pace than I thought it would be. And I think it's just I love the look of the leather. I love customizing it. But will I like journal in it every single day? I don't. I mean, I started actually. I did start doing that. And to show you, I have my 2 inserts that I've archived in 2018. And I did use it to journal. I loved how it came out. So I don't know. I'm trying to figure out why I'm not in it as much. I don't know. Like I have not, there's something about it that I love, but there's something about it that doesn't make me want to use it all the time, like how I am in my Hobonichi weeks. I don't know what it is. If you guys have the answer, comment below. Maybe you can clear it for me. Maybe you're seeing something that I'm not seeing, but I love it, but I don't use it. Like, how is that possible? I love it, but I don't use it, right? So, again, it's just one of those things, and I want to use it because look at all these beautiful inserts that I've acquired, and a lot of these are special edition ones. And I don't know, are you in the same boat as I am, where you love the Traveler's Company, you love how it looks, you love the Traveler's Notebook, but you just can never seem to make it work. Like, I always seem to abandon it, but I can never give it up. It's like, what is going on? And I mean, look at this insert. Look how beautiful this one is. This is one of my favorite ones. But what is it? Like, why can I not make it work? I have a bunch of black inserts, which is nice. I would say this has to be like my favorite one out of all of them. This edition one. But yeah, I don't know what it is about these Traveler's Notebooks that I can't seem to give it up fully, but I still can't like commit to it fully as well. And I don't know why it's not working for me to where I can incorporate it daily and use it all the time. I don't know what it is. And I mean, look how I have all these wonderful inserts. And it's not being put to use. And look at this one. Like, this has little pockets in there. Like, why? And actually, this needs to go in a different spot because that's a folder. But yeah, like, as you can see, I have all these beautiful inserts that's not being used. And I think it's because, I don't know, it's not being used as fast as I would like it to be used. And I feel like I'm being wasteful. That's the reason why I have stopped purchasing a lot of Traveler's Notebook stuff. The only ones that I've actually did purchases are like the charms, the stickers, like the letterpress stickers. But other than that, like, I don't buy inserts anymore because like I said, I have all these beautiful inserts and not being used. See? Like, so I feel like the Traveler's Company will always be part of my collection. I think for me, I'm just trying to make it work to where I can use up my inserts, but it's a very, very slow process right now because I don't use the Traveler's Company as much as I do my other notebooks. And I want to make it work. I just don't know how to right now. In the meantime, it's just kind of stored, displayed. I am using a monthly insert right now, but it's being housed in a Louis Vuitton agenda that I'm using. And so it's like, it's just one of those things. It'll never be not part of my life, but I don't know. Are you guys understanding what I'm trying to say? And I think that's the reason why I'm having a hard time explaining it, is because I love it so much, but I'm not using it as much. And it's such a beautiful collection. I'll figure it out. I'll figure out one way or the other. But I know it'll be in my life. I just have to, for now, it's just there when I'm ready to journal about happenings. And I think maybe that is what's missing, is I do like these inserts being filled. And I'm trying to find creative ways to create and use these inserts. And I just have to keep trying, I guess, because I don't want to not use these, because again, I love the company, I love the brand, I love everything about it. And I've invested so much into it. And it's not like, I don't think I could ever just give it up. And so, I don't know. We'll see. Follow along on my Traveler's Company journey. Like I said, I've been in it since 2017, and I've only been able to fill a few inserts, which, when I look at other people and I see all their beautiful, like, inserts they've done, I'm like, man, how come I haven't done that yet? And I think I just haven't been able to commit enough effort or time into it. And hopefully in the upcoming months or so, I can come up with something to where I can keep this in my daily practice. But again, it's one of those things that I have to put in effort and time and just figure out what will work for me. So, long story short, I have a love like relationship with the Traveler's Company, Traveler's Notebook. Let me know if you are feeling the same way I'm feeling about this, or maybe you made the Traveler's Notebook work for you. What do you use it for? Maybe give me some ideas on what I can do. But either way, I mean, again, I love the company. I love the look of it. It'll, I think it'll forever be in my life. It's just a matter of me trying to figure out like how that's going to look. So I do hope that you like this video, showcasing my current collection and my struggles and dilemma about the brand. But um, it's been nice having this collection. And like I said, I've downsized quite a bit. And I don't think I'll downsize anymore, but I don't think I will be adding anything more. I mean, I had the Blackwing collaboration one and actually sold it because I am actually a fan of Blackwing a lot. I subscribe to them. And so that was like the perfect one. And even they had the Superior Labor collaboration, which I didn't get because of the fact that I had so many and I didn't use it on a daily basis. So you can see where my dilemma is. So I'm trying to be responsible at the same time. But nonetheless, I love the notebooks. We'll see where it goes. And, hopefully you'll join me in the next one when I talk more about the Traveler's Company and see where I'm at with them. So until the next one, I'll see you then. Bye.